Hello everyone, welcome to Short Startup Stories. I am your host Yash Khandelwal. This is the first episode of the series. In this series, I will share some exciting startup stories discussing the critical step they took for their success or their failure or the pivot they had to make during the journey. Today, let's hear about Dropbox, an extremely easy to use file sharing tool which synchronizes with all your devices. We all are familiar with Dropbox. The company is worth more than 1 billion US dollars. But how did it start? Or what was their MVP that validated their leap of faith? Drew Houston, the CEO of Dropbox, had to make many vital decisions to make Dropbox successful. His vision was to create a tool using which he can synchronize files across all his devices and can share files easily with other people. Many such tools existed in the market, but none of them were so seamless as Drew wanted. This motivated him to start Dropbox. At the early stage, the company was full of engineers as the product demanded significant technical expertise. None of them was a marketing genius. No one had ever done a marketing job. Everyone expected them to follow the just do it strategy, applying standard engineering thinking and then go to market. But they did something very different. In parallel to product development, founders decided to take customer feedback about what really mattered to them. They wanted to test their leap of faith assumption. If they provided a superior customer experience, would people give their product a try? From the discussion with the focus group, they understood that customers didn't know they had the problem of file synchronization, as was expected. Customers don't know what they want, but once they experience the solution, they can't imagine how they lived without it. In the focus group, customers had a hard time understanding the product. Houston experienced the same problem when he was pitching the idea to venture capitalists. Investors would explain that the market space is crowded with existing products and none had made much money. They concluded that the problem wasn't an important one. Drew would ask them a simple question: have you personally tried those products? The answer was almost always no. Still, the investors failed to imagine a world in line with the Drew's vision. He didn't want to take the risk of spending years developing a product that nobody wanted. After a lot of thinking, he decided to do something unexpected. He made a video to demonstrate how the product is meant to work. He made a simple 3-minute video in which he narrated what kind of files he would like to synchronize. For the early adopters, who mainly were tech enthusiasts, he chose files full of in-jokes and humorous references to attract more people. The viewers watched on screen how he simply moved the files in a folder and they got synchronized across all the devices. He could open those files in his phone. This helped people understand the product and get aligned with the vision. After this demo, the Dropbox beta waiting list went from only 5,000 people to a massive 75,000 people overnight. With this video MVP, Drew validated his leap of faith assumption that the customers wanted the product he's developing, not because they said in a focus group, but they actually signed up for it. He showed the world that it is not necessary to make a working prototype to validate your idea. Think creatively and you will find a simple solution. Today, a lot of no-code solutions are available to validate the product ideas. I will leave some links to helpful Twitter threads describing such solutions. That's it for today. Keep building and we will meet in the next episode.